During the Great Depression, people traded tobacco and alcohol instead of carrying worthless dollars to the market. Did you know that in Venezuela's current collapse, a pack of brand-name condoms costs over $70 against a $4 monthly minimum wage? When currency collapses, weird everyday items suddenly become more valuable than money itself. Here are 12 items that sound ridiculous now, but will be worth a fortune when the next depression hits. Number 12. Reading glasses, the cheap ones. This sounds ridiculous until you remember that 40% of adults need vision correction and replacement glasses become effectively unavailable during economic collapse. In a modern scenario where global manufacturing faces disruption, vision correction becomes the crisis nobody prepared for. Here's the mechanism. Dollar stores sell reading glasses for $10 to $15. These aren't prescription specific, they're just magnification strengths from +1 to +3.5. During extended recession, these become irreplaceable because prescription glasses require functioning optometry infrastructure and international supply chains that won't exist. The mathematics are brutal. Someone who needs reading glasses to function at work literally cannot work without them. They'll trade $100 worth of goods or services for a $15 pair of +2 readers when their glasses break and replacement isn't available for 6 months. You're not exploiting them, you're solving an emergency that makes their survival possible. Buy assorted strengths. Spend $200 on 20 pairs across different magnifications. When recession hits and someone's glasses break, you've got what they need. Unlike food or fuel that gets consumed, glasses trade once but solve problems permanently, which means the person receiving them values them at multiple times what you paid. Reading glasses are manufactured almost entirely in China and shipped globally. Any disruption to Pacific shipping means existing inventory is the only supply available. People don't stockpile glasses because they assume they'll always be available. They won't be. Secondary uses exist too. Reading glasses concentrate sunlight for fire starting. They protect eyes during dusty work. They make detailed repair work possible for people with declining vision. During extended crisis, the ability to see clearly becomes survival advantage that people will pay premium prices to maintain. Number 11. Petroleum jelly. This one hides in plain sight. A 14-ounce tub costs $4 and has approximately 50 survival uses that nobody thinks about until they need them. During the 2001 Argentine economic collapse, petroleum jelly became unofficial currency in rural areas because it solved problems that expensive specialized products couldn't. Here's why it's genius. Petroleum jelly prevents chafing and blisters when people suddenly walk everywhere because gas is unaffordable. It waterproofs matches and electronic connections. It starts fires even in wet conditions. Smear it on cotton balls, and you've got 20-minute emergency fire starters. It treats minor burns, prevents windburn, removes stuck rings, lubricates tools, and protects metal from rust. The medical applications get weird. Petroleum jelly creates moisture barriers for bed sores when people can't afford hospital care. It removes adhesive residue from skin when medical tape becomes reused necessity. It prevents diaper rash when parents stretch disposable diapers across multiple days because they cost too much. The barter psychology is perfect. Everyone recognizes petroleum jelly, but nobody thinks about it strategically. A tub lasts forever if stored properly. There are opened containers from the 1950s that still work fine. Buy 20 tubs for $80, and you're holding solutions to problems that'll emerge 3 months into recession when people's shoes are falling apart and their hands are cracking from washing dishes in cold water without lotion. The space-to-value ratio is absurd. 20 tubs fit in a small box, weigh almost nothing, and solve 50 different problems. When someone shows up with blistered feet from walking 5 miles to work because transit shut down, that $4 tub trades for $20 worth of goods because it's the difference between walking tomorrow or staying home. Petroleum jelly also never expires if stored properly. Unlike antibiotics or bandages that degrade, petroleum jelly sits in your closet for 20 years and works identically to the day you bought it. That's functional currency that doesn't inflate away. Number 10. Medicine droppers. Empty medicine droppers from infant medications are completely free if you know where to look. Check recycling bins of families with young children, or just ask relatives to save them. During water scarcity, these droppers become precision instruments for measuring bleach or iodine drops for water purification. Here's how it works. FEMA recommends a minimum 30-minute wait time for bleach-treated water, longer if you've added a double dose. Getting the dosage wrong means either unsafe water or wasted bleach. A medicine dropper lets you count exact drops, which matters when bleach becomes scarce and mistakes can make your family sick. Nobody thinks about medicine droppers until water purification becomes daily necessity. Then suddenly everyone needs them, and nobody kept any. You can fill a shoebox with 50 droppers for $0 today. During collapse, that shoebox trades for items people spent actual money stockpiling. Number 9, baking soda. Baking soda might be the most undervalued substance on Earth. It costs $2 for a pound and has approximately 800 uses during crisis. Cleans wounds, neutralizes acid, extinguishes fires, deodorizes everything, polishes surfaces, relieves heartburn, substitutes for toothpaste, kills mold, and supposedly improves tomato plants. During Depression, cleaning supplies become luxury items people can't afford. Baking soda replaces 20 different cleaning products for $2. It makes DIY laundry detergent, scrubs dishes without soap, removes odors from clothing, and cleans surfaces without chemicals. When commercial cleaning supplies run out and aren't being manufactured, baking soda becomes irreplaceable. The preservation aspect is key. Baking soda stored properly lasts indefinitely. It doesn't degrade, doesn't attract pests, doesn't require special conditions. Buy 50 pounds for $100, store it in sealed containers in dry location, and you're holding functional currency that solves multiple survival problems simultaneously. Here's the barter psychology. Someone comes to you needing to clean an infected wound but has no antiseptic. You hand them baking soda and explain it. Neutralizes acid and cleans without causing additional damage. They use it, wound improves, and suddenly you're the person who has solutions. That reputation becomes more valuable than the baking soda itself because people remember who helped them survive. Number 8. Dental floss. This sounds insane until you remember that dental problems become medical emergencies when dentists aren't available. During collapse, dental floss prevents infections that become deadly without antibiotics. It also sews wounds, repairs gear, and ties things together with strength-exceeding thread. Dental floss is essentially waterproof string with tensile strength of several pounds. It doesn't rot, doesn't attract bugs, takes zero space, costs nothing, and serves dozens of purposes beyond teeth. During the Bosnian War, people used dental floss to repair boots, secure tarps, and create fishing line. The value proposition is absurd. One container costs $3 and contains 50 yards. That's 1,800 inches of strong, waterproof, multi-purpose string for $3. Buy 30 containers for $90, and you're holding functional sewing kit, fishing line, repair supplies, and dental hygiene for the entire community. People also understand dental floss value immediately. You don't need to explain uses or convince them it's valuable. Show someone dental floss during crisis, and they instinctively understand it solves problems they're facing. That instant recognition makes it a perfect barter item. Number 7. Alcohol, specifically small bottles. Full-size liquor bottles are obvious barter items. Small airplane bottles are strategic genius. During the Great Depression, alcohol was more valuable than currency for market transactions. Today's economic preparation often misses the psychology. Small bottles solve the division problem. If you have a large vodka bottle worth $50 in barter value, but only need $10 worth of goods, you've created a negotiation problem. 6 small bottles of the same vodka give you exact change. You trade 1 bottle for $10 worth of goods and keep 5 bottles for future transactions. The mathematics favor small bottles despite higher per ounce cost. A 750 milliliter bottle costs $20, or about 27 cents per ounce. 50 milliliter airplane bottles cost $2 each, or 40 cents per ounce. You're paying 50% premium for divisibility, which is exactly what coins do for currency. Alcohol also has secondary uses during collapse. Disinfectant, fire starter, pain reliever, antiseptic, trade accelerator in negotiations. Vodka doesn't expire, doesn't require refrigeration, and maintains value regardless of the brand when people just want alcohol. Number 6. Disposable lighters. Small, portable, essential. Lighters create fire without matches, skill, or favorable weather. During collapse, when heating and cooking depend on fire, lighters become non-negotiable necessity for people who never learned friction fire techniques. Here's the value calculation. A Bic lighter costs $2 and produces thousands of lights before depleting. During crisis, one lighter trades for $5 to $10 worth of goods because fire means survival. People will trade food for fire when they're cold enough or hungry enough. The space-to-value ratio is ridiculous. 100 lighters fit in shoebox and cost $200. That shoebox contains functional fire-starting capability for dozens of people across months. When winter comes and heating fuel is scarce, those lighters trade for heating fuel itself. You're essentially trading $2 for $10 repeatedly until you run out. Lighters also never expire if stored properly. 20 years from now, those lighters work identically to today. Try saying that about canned food or batteries. Number 5. Duct tape. During the Bosnian War, duct tape became legitimate currency. People traded food for rolls because duct tape fixes everything when replacement parts don't exist. It patches tents, repairs boots, seals broken windows, waterproofs containers, and creates makeshift bandages. Duct tape has functionally infinite uses in crisis. It's portable, doesn't require special knowledge to use, never expires if stored properly, and everyone understands its value immediately. A single roll costs $5 today and can be traded for $50 worth of goods during shortage because the person receiving it knows they'll use the entire roll within weeks. The supply chain problem amplifies value. Duct tape requires functioning industrial manufacturing. When factories close and imports stop, existing rolls become the only supply available. Buy 20 rolls for $100 today, store them in a dry location, and you're holding practical currency that won't inflate away like dollars. Number 4. Coffee filters. Coffee filters seem too mundane to matter until you realize they're multi-purpose survival tools disguised as kitchen supplies. A box of 200 costs $4 today. During the Great Depression, coffee was so valuable that people stretched it by trading beans across entire communities. Coffee filters obviously make coffee, which has been a valuable barter item for a millennia. But they also strain particulates from water before purification, create emergency face masks during dust or smoke conditions, hold dry goods, and work as fire starters when petroleum products run scarce. The key is space-to-value ratio. Coffee filters stack flat, weigh nothing, and don't expire. You can store 5,000 filters in a closet for $100. When currency collapses and people desperately want coffee, but water is questionable, you're holding both solutions in one product that cost you pennies. Number 3. Condoms. Venezuela proved this one empirically. Brand name condoms hit $70 per pack in Caracas, while minimum wage stayed at $4 monthly. That's not pricing error, that's supply chain collapse meeting non-negotiable human behavior. Condoms serve dual purposes during crisis. The obvious one doesn't need explanation. The weird one does. Each condom holds roughly 1 liter of water before breaking. You need non-lubricated versions if you're drinking from them, but they work as emergency water containers when nothing else is available. The mathematics work in your favor. Condoms cost about $1 each today. A brick of 100 costs $100 and fits in a shoebox. During collapse, when supply chains break and manufacturing stops, that brick becomes tradable currency. People will always need condoms regardless of economic conditions. Actually, especially during economic conditions when raising children becomes impossibly expensive. Number 2. Hand crank can openers. Electric can openers become decorative paperweights the moment power grid fails. Manual can openers work forever with zero external inputs. During depression, when canned goods become a primary food source, can openers mean the difference between eating and starvation? The mechanism is obvious. People stockpile canned food because it lasts years. They don't stockpile manual can openers because they assume stores will always sell them. When stores close and supply chains break, suddenly everyone has cans they cannot open. You can't eat through metal with determination. A decent manual can opener costs $7. Buy 10 for $70. When collapse hits and someone shows up with 5 cans of food but no way to access it, they'll trade you 1 can for the can opener. You've now spent $7 to acquire food worth $15, and you still have the can opener to trade again tomorrow. The same tool trades repeatedly. Unlike food, which gets consumed, or batteries which deplete, can openers keep working. You can operate a barter business with 5 can openers and a reasonable understanding of human desperation. Number 1. Why weird items beat obvious ones. Every prepper and well-prepared person has canned food and water. That creates competition. When 50 people show up to barter and 45 of them offer canned tuna or beans, the 46th person offering medicine droppers suddenly has unique value. Scarcity isn't just about limited supply, it's about being the only person offering a solution to a specific problem. The space-to-value ratio favors small, weird items. A 50-pound bag of rice feeds you for a month but trades once. 50 medicine droppers fit in a shoebox and trade 50 separate times for items you actually need right now. One provides survival, the other provides optionality. During a crisis, optionality becomes more valuable than bulk supplies. During Venezuela's collapse, people learned this empirically. The individuals who thrived weren't those with the most food. They were those with items everyone needed, but nobody thought to stockpile. Condoms, coffee, lighters, soap, everyday items that became currency because supply chains broke and manufacturing stopped. The next depression won't be identical to the last one, but the patterns repeat. Currency becomes unreliable, supply chains break, manufacturing stops, and everyday items become more valuable than money. The question is whether you'll be holding dollars that inflate away or medicine droppers that trade for whatever you actually need. Subscribe because next week I'm breaking down the specific skills that become valuable during economic collapse and how to monetize them before crisis hits.